Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and that means it's time for Morgan and Friends' lazy Sunday afternoon, quote unquote, productivity stream, where sometimes we're productive and sometimes we're not, but we always bring snacks. Happy summer solstice to everyone in the hemisphere. Happy winter solstice to the rest of you.
And
uh,
happy Litha to
Yay!
you witchy people.
Pick a solstice, any solstice, have it. No.
So I was telling Doc and Sako before the stream, but Catechus got his gushies yesterday because of scheduling snafus, and therefore he will not be getting gushies during the stream because he gets them once a week, and there is no such thing as second gushy food. We'll see if I can stick to this. Catechus can be very persistent. But I did also sit down before the stream and get some stuff done. So I'm not doing it during the stream and might actually do some writing stuff. So Doc seems very excited for me. I uploaded
It's worth celebrating, right? No.
I uploaded a bunch of insurance receipts, including the absolutely ridiculous estimate from the solar people about how much it will cost to take down and reinstall my entire solar system, which is like $10,000. I was like, the roofing people said it was going to be like 250. Like, what? But it doesn't void my warranty, and they said they'll work with insurance. So I'm like, well, send me the quote. And I didn't realize it went to one of my other emails. No, catechus. So I didn't upload it until today. So anyway, receipts and stuff have been uploaded. My inboxes have been wrangled. All of them are down to 0 except for one, which is down to 17 unread emails. And most of them are filed down to less than 25 items. And I ordered my dad's Father's Day gift. Like 3 years ago, 4, 5, many years ago, my brother and I told my dad for Christmas that we would get him a replacement sliding glass door because if you've ever worked with an old sliding glass door, eventually they get cruddy and it's just like you're moving it rather than sliding it.
You're dragging it through the encrustation that is
exactly. And my dad has this winter solstice tradition of leaving the tree on the back porch until we get there, and our job is to set it up and decorate it. And 2 years ago, we almost rioted because he got the most prickly possible tree imaginable, but he's been taught better. Anyway, so we have to like wrangle the door and get the tree through. And anyway, we're like, hey, let's replace this and just pick something out and we'll get it for you. Numerous years later, my brother has moved 3 times to like Florida and Texas and Georgia and whatever. In the meantime, Dad has finally picked out the doors he wanted, and we've decided this time to go for French doors that open because that is far less likely to get crumbed up. But traditionally, they open inward, and Dad has like a split.
Mine open inward.
A split house. What am I thinking of?
Like a duplex.
Split level house. Yes, thank you. Anyway, the living room is small, and if the doors opened inward, there would be no spot for the tree because it would go into the TV. So we got them set. He had to exchange to get the ones that opened outward because I'm like, hey, let me know which ones. And so anyway, they've been ordered, and I'm getting daughter points. So
yay.
Anyway, I stayed up all
many years.
I stayed up all night and didn't get up till like noon. So the first sprint will be me getting breakfast.
Oh, there's a cat on the mic, isn't there?
I mean, there's a meow face right there, but I don't think.
Yeah, that was.
I heard.
It sounds like a cat. Like
I heard somebody has a kitty.
Yeah, we have a new kitty in the house, but he's still all the way upstairs.
Sure.
But yeah, we also still have a mouse in the house, which is a problem.
Oh.
And Saturday morning, I got up, and it's like when I was doing my gaming stream on Friday night, I spotted the mouse. It had come out, and I turned my head, and it saw the motion, and it ran away. So it's like, yes, we have proof of life of the mouse, and we'd like to have proof of death of the mouse. So I suggested to my wife that we should go to the county shelter and look at the cats that they've got there. And she was like, because I mean, we wanted to get a Maine Coon, but there seems to be only one breeder that's active in the area, and we've been trying for a couple months to contact them, and they haven't gotten back with us. So she said, "Yeah, let's do that." And part of our excursions yesterday was going over to the shelter, and we looked at the cats and we looked at the kittens, and we ended up adopting two kittens. One is a 5-month-old. The other one is barely 2 months old.
Aww.
And the 2-month-old had to stay there because he's just under 2 pounds, and he needs to get to 2 pounds so that they can fix him. So after he gets his surgery scheduled, we will then schedule a pickup for the day after that happens.
Okay.
And bring him home. But the 5-month-old had already been fixed, so we brought him home last night, and he was just like, yes, this is my place. I will see all the things.
Yay! I'm so glad. So glad.
But we're keeping them isolated upstairs so they have a chance to adjust. And unless it takes a long time to get the second kitten, we're probably just gonna keep them up there until both of them have had a chance to adjust,
Sure.
and then give them the run of the house.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
At which time we half expect either to find them always going back in the little things chasing the mouse, or we will come down some morning and find a grizzly present on the floor. But
Fingers crossed.
But that kind of beats going through the groceries and discovering, oh great, I have to throw out this because it's been munched
Oh,
into.
dear.
Yeah. But it also occurred to me that's like, okay, I've become a cat dad again just in time for Father's Day.
Aww, just in time for Father's Day. Sorry.
That's sweet. It is sweet. What the heck?
Yeah.
So what are you working on today? I had the prep for audio narration, but I wasn't
sure. That's what I pulled up today.
Excellent.
I don't know how fast it will go, but it's like, I need to do that. I can do that. I will do that.
Sure.
And I also have groceries on the way.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add groceries on the list.
They are almost completely shopped.
Nice.
Sheesh.
I'm so bad at like other people shopping my groceries by like not haunting the app to see like, hey, we couldn't find whatever. Is this okay?
Yeah.
I just remember once during the pandemic, I was visiting my mom, and she asked for breakfast sausages that were like super low sodium, and
Good luck.
They were dinner sausages that were low sodium, and they couldn't find them, and they substituted with very salty breakfast sausages. And my mom's like, what? They were exactly where I expected them to be. Apparently the shopper just had no clue that breakfast sausages and dinner sausages were in different parts of the store.
Yeah.
And didn't ask either.
Yeah.
I have had some I've had some good shoppers that have gone and they've marked something as not available, and then apparently at the end they went and asked somebody who took them right to it, and suddenly it was in the cart. So.
Yeah. So awesome.
But I've also seen where it's like, oh, there's one thing you really want, it's on the list, and it's the last thing on the list, and all of a sudden they've substituted something absolutely bizarre for it and checked out.
Yeah. Like a bundle of grapes instead of a banana.
Yeah.
Oh, moon. Moon. So
Yep.
just for Sako and the moon, there's three days that we're working,
Oh wow.
and he's got like what, four other shows
Oof.
Does
that
he?
like
I had no realization that the moon was so prolific.
he
I mean,
really is.
that's on you.
I follow three of them, but I
Mhm.
think there are two more that I haven't gotten into yet.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's go ahead and pop over to the comments.
Yeah.
Seeing as you've recorded everything
Right?
already.
So Sarah made it. Hello and welcome. Cora says,
Yay.
hey everyone, video editing today. It's my review on Toy Story 5. But first, must eat fried pickles.
Fried
Yep.
pickle lovers unite.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's so good. Especially with a
I
little
love
remoulade.
Oh
Oh,
yes. Oh
uh, and because I was talking about insurance taking down my solar system, Moon is like removing an entire solar system. Sorry, there's a mosquito flying around me that I will. Moon's like, am I getting evicted? Oh no.
didn't say it was this solar
Right?
system.
Amanda says hello and happy midsummer. Amanda is attempting a little section of rewrite today. Um,
Just a
and
little
as Sako was
rewrite.
saying, Moon is prepping for this week's worth of podcasts. Only two other shows, but it's funnier to with the number keep rising,
15 shows.
right? And we have an Andy. Hola. Andy is working in Lightroom today, processing some photos. He got to work on the novella earlier in the weekend. Awesome.
Lightroom is super great.
Super great. You don't
That
sound so
inspired me with
I'm
confident saying
confidence.
sorry, it's the brushing up against the mic sound. I
Am I just breathing? Do I
don't
need to
know.
move the mic out further?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It comes intermittently, and it's like we thought maybe it was catechist rubbing against your computer or something, but
Oh, give me a
I don't know.
second. Maybe I'm using the wrong microphone.
Are you
I'm
using the
using the
wrong
wrong.
mic? Yes.
There you go.
That's much better.
Okay.
This is rubbing against the laptop, and I was talking into the microphone, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, sorted. Should not be an issue anymore. Anyway, Catechus is right there next to the laptop, rubbing up against it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what we were wondering.
That's what we were hearing.
And I
Okay.
wasn't hearing it because, of course, you never hear on your end.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, okay, well, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to do the big thing because Catechus will demand the thing and the stuff. And I love you, baby, but it's not Gushy Food Day. You had Gushies yesterday.
Boom shakalaka. Boom
Thank
boom
you
boom.
for saying it for me. I didn't
You're
want to overly encourage the kitty, but I
Yeah.
do
Don't encourage the
need
kitty.
food and water like a mortal.
Yep.
Hello. Oh, her mouse is not doing what it's supposed to do.
Bad mouse? What you gonna do?
Okay, fine. I'm back. Sorry. It was stuck on the up and down arrow thing and not the clicker, and then it was on the hand and not the clicker.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not I use the mouse or the touchpad, I'm like, hello, wake up. What are you doing?
Yep.
So, hi. How was your sprint?
My sprint was great. I was like, I've got a busy week coming up. This is my schedule for the next week. And it's kind of long.
Nice. Hopefully not too long. Are you over committed again?
Yeah.
You too could be overcommitted.
And we're like what, less than a month out from both War and Doc's birthday?
Yeah. Well, just a little over a month out from my birthday, but like a couple weeks out from my next surgery. So
It sounds like the first one is mostly healed up and is going smoothly.
mostly I still don't have the strength in it that I used to have, and I
Sure.
kind of realized that's going to take some more months of rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Having a little bit problems of twisting my knee in certain ways that it starts to hurt, or it robs me of strength. But for the most part, I can get around. I probably can get around a little bit better than I was before, but
Good.
I really have to watch out on overdoing this knee.
Yeah. That I think is my biggest concern for you is the first one's not fully healed, and now you're going to have to supplement while the other one's healing. So,
but you know, dealing with it is actually should help the first knee heal better. It should help them both to heal so that they cooperate better. But
sure.
we'll see.
Sure. Okay.
And at least I've got like three good months of healing before I have to start going to the Renaissance festivals.
I hear that. So, sorry, making all the crinkle noises. Okay, Sako, how was your sprint?
I thought I talked about mine already.
I'm sorry.
My
Was I?
schedule.
Oh yeah. You did. I'm sorry. I'm just yeah.
Mine, I highlighted through chapter 21 and started into chapter 22. So I think I actually got a full chapter in there, even though I left off in the middle of 22. But
sure.
In the middle of 21 when we stopped last time I did this. But
okay. Well, I omnommed and I took my meds. And I opened the document, and then I went to the outline because I was brainstorming today for an hour or so on how to give all my characters the right amount of agency and who's doing what and who's getting what conflict as we get towards the end game. And I think I need to switch up one of the characters who came up with the idea for the big gambling tournament. I think needs to go to a different character. So I'm going to have to do a little maneuvering to get that chapter smoothed out. But it shouldn't be too bad since those characters are already in communication.
Yeah.
So
this kitty. Oh my gosh.
You have a kitty who is demanding your attention.
Yes.
So popping in
demand.
Such a good kitty. Kittying just like a kitty.
Oh my gosh.
So popping into the comments. Seer swung by. Hello, Seer. Seer hopes everyone is well. And He returned from the States last weekend after riding roller coasters and signing some books. Yay!
Okay.
That
You-
sounds like a good day.
Yeah, that's awesome. I put vacation on here for you because that sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy said my mouse decided on full-on rebellion. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he got 6 more photos processed. Excellent.
Nice.
Okay.
Cora got 5 minutes edited because she spent most of it stuffing her face.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
5
and-
minutes is still
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And Andy says, Doc, do take your time with rehab. My father had his PT person throw his hands up because he wouldn't slow down.
Actually, my PT folks are saying that I'm doing great.
Yay.
And it's really more about finding the balance between what I can do and what is being demanded of me by life at this time, and knowing when I can say I can do it, but I got to manage it, and when I got to say no.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's it's a learning process.
Yeah. I'm back in PT myself.
Oh,
I want to be in PT.
My primary care physician said if I had the vertigo again, that she'd send me to PT. So she did, and it's the same place I went for my knee PT. So I'm like, hey, it's me. But considering
For a
I can't,
different thing.
right,
Yep.
death of 1,000 paper cuts, but nothing that's needed surgery. Just let's tune up before it gets bad. But considering I canceled like 2 or 3 of my knee appointments because of vertigo, I don't think they'll be surprised for the reason I'm coming this time.
Yeah.
Although the vertigo is basically gone by now. So, autocorrect got me.
Uh-oh.
So I left PT on Tuesday because it's once a week right now. After my first session, I called my mom to let her know I'd been to the doctor and what's going on because that's what moms want to know. And I was like, this is the most mild case of vertigo I've ever had, but, we wanted to get ahead of it in case, it gets bad again and blah, 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 right? So she messages me Friday morning and asks, how's the vertigo? Are you feeling better? And I said, this is the mildest case ever. And I didn't say anything else, and she didn't respond. And then at like 7 p.m., my uncle calls me, my mom's brother, and because he also has vertigo, like chronic. And it's like, your mom told me it's the worst case ever and you're dying. And oh my God. I'm like, what? I know my mom sometimes exaggerates, but like that is not at all what I conveyed. And we like caught up and whatever. And I called my mom and I was like, what? Autocorrect got me. Do you know what the mildest case of vertigo might turn into? The wildest case.
Oh, the wildest. Okay.
And because I was doing voice to text on my phone, it only shows the second line. And if you scroll up, an M and a W, if you're expecting it to be the right word, look very similar.
Yeah. You're
doing like, oh my God.
On your phone, so you couldn't verify the whole thing before it sent. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can. It's just annoying because it's hard to maneuver in the little text box and whatever. But they make it hard, they make it annoying, and autocorrect got me. So it was not my mom's fault.
Oh.
I apologize profusely for panicking her.
But that does mean that you get to talk 2 relatives down off the cliff, right?
Yep. And I feel like my treatment is the most new age thing I've ever heard. Because I have to like basically slowly roll over in bed in order to properly realign the crystals in my ear.
Okay. Yeah, that is kind of like the most new age physical therapy ever. So.
Right? so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh. Okay.
Let me pop into the comments. Sear says he will be writing the sequel to A Phase Bounty starting next week, and it's going to be called A Phase Pact. Nice. Andy says that learning to say no is the most difficult task.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard.
Cora is also in PT, but for spinal stenosis. Ouch.
Mhm.
No surgery yet, so fingers crossed.
Well, if you do end up having surgery before the definitely helps with your recovery. Because I know for me,
I'm sorry, that didn't track. If you're having surgery before helps.
having physical therapy before the surgery
okay.
helps
Thank you.
your recovery from the surgery.
Okay. Okay.
I kind of got lost in there. But
Okay.
I know because I did the physical therapy for my knees before, it has definitely helped me with this recovery because I learned a lot about how my knees and muscles should be working. And that makes it easier for me to do the right thing instead of screw shit up. So
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. We're writers. We're not improv artists. We fixed it in post. We're good.
yep.
In Lightroom.
Right. Amanda got 146 words, but thinks on the rewrite, but thinks it captures all she really needed, that the 300 word section was not giving her. Nice.
Yeah, fair.
That's what a good rewrite does for those of us who write long.
Yep.
Who are not Sako.
Yeah. You write long and then you go back and shorten it so it sounds better.
Or you say the same thing 3 different ways and you keep the one that works the best.
Yep.
I wish I had that problem.
I mean, I only have it
to take
internal monologue.
This tiny sentence and I need to flesh it out just enough that it's not white room.
Yeah. Yeah. I only overwrite my internal monologue. Everything else is, the dialogue is probably fine. The description's a little light.
I overwrite my action. I can't help it. Like,
it happens.
Yeah. I might do like notes to myself during the draft about the action.
Sure.
And then flesh it out, like, prose and stuff,
Sure.
in the first revision.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. One of my pages is being silly. Keeps saying, "Are you sure you don't want to post the thing?" And I was like, I did? It's already posted? Why do you keep asking if I want to switch screens and not edit the thing, but there's nothing left to edit? It's a silly window, being silly.
Silly windows on Windows.
Right. Sarah has edited some video, but is quickly approaching time to game because this crap is frustrating. Time for my Sunday. Fair enough. I'm going to still give you credit for it, though.
Fair enough.
Okay. Let's see. Cora says, thanks, Doc. Because of her age, they will try to avoid surgery at all costs because it is a lifelong condition. Yeah. Andy, all of my characters exist in a liminal space. It's not a white room. It's liminal space.
Does that mean it's inappropriately lit?
Speaking of liminal.
Liminal space.
Yeah. I was talking about ephemeral things, and also learned that the artery in the leg is not the femoral artery. It's the femur artery. I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
There's a femur in your leg, but the artery that runs along it is not the femoral artery?
I pronounce it wrong.
Oh, okay. It's pronounced differently.
Yes. It's not the femoral. It's the femoral or something like that. The vein is very much not ephemeral.
Oh, it's not the ephemeral artery. That's
That's for sure.
Unless it ruptures, in which case it's not going to be ephemeral for long.
Your life is ephemeral.
Yes.
so. Sarah said, I am so bad at describing a room when you walk into it, and my husband is so good at it. I try to kind of cheat by copying him, but then I feel like a liar. You write horror, though, so, like, you can do light description and get away with it.
No.
Well, it really
No.
depends
I
on what's the
disagree.
pacing that you want.
Yes.
If you're in a situation where the pacing is slow, you can take time to describe the room, but it needs to be an interesting and unusual room.
Uh-huh.
But
I
if,
write the
if you're
character.
a rush pacing, you need to do the same thing very quickly.
I write the character interacting with the world around him,
Sure.
and that's as much world building as I really need to do. I just need to be consistent.
Mhm.
Then I have my rules and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, sprint. Is it time for another sprint?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because my groceries are headed to me and should be here in 2 minutes. So we need
Excellent.
to sprint by that time that happens.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started then. In 3, 2, 1. Boom, chakalaka laka. Okay.
He's a muffin.
Kitty loaf. I know you're all here to see the cat. And we're back. How was your sprint?
Good.
Yay. That sounds excellent.
I had a snack that involved little dried apricots
Oh,
with like a dollop of goat cheese and a candied pecan on top.
Ooh.
They are
fancy.
delicious and I love them.
Sounds delightful.
Mhm.
Doc? Oh, you're eating. Sorry.
So I got my groceries in and got
Nice.
put away.
Woo.
I managed to uh, finish chapter 21 and start on chapter 22 before the groceries showed up.
Nice.
Yay.
I got stuff put away, and it's like I had pulled out a fig bar earlier to snack on and took a couple bites of it, and it was like, this is disgusting. It is way past its prime. I threw it away and pulled out some Creator's popcorn,
Nice.
one cheese popcorn. So I am restoring my palate.
Fair enough. Okay, nice. I wrote 300 words.
Ooh,
Yay.
So those are all the new ones I needed. Now I just need to finesse the rest of this chapter and then do some more finessing. But I got it set up properly where the correct person has had the idea.
okay.
So, and yeah, I had to sort through chapters. I'm like, wait, which chapter does this have to happen in so they can get the message back and forth in the timeline we have available?
You have rescheduled the muse so that inspiration has struck the correct person this time.
Exactly. Because he's got things to justify to his father, and it's a whole thing. So,
It's a whole thing.
Popping into the comments, Sarah says, pro tip, when and if you upgrade your webcam, save the old one for a cat cam. I barely use mine, but that's what it's set up for. Yeah, my cat moves around a lot, but I can just move my monitor and include him. But right now he is currently napping on my foot, so no cat cam. And also my toe is not going numb. Of course not.
Well, of course not.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
You also have to make sure that your setup will let you have multiple cameras.
Yeah. So Sarah says, I turned off my editing software after saving and ate candy. Nom, 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 nom. So let's see. Tella Turgath, hello and welcome. Oof.
Welcome.
A sensory detail.
Mm.
Yeah, I hear that. Andy says, Cancer Kitty, Telus required pettings. So only 8 photos processed. I'm way too fiddly on the changes. I don't think there is such thing as too fiddly.
I'm sure there is, but I'm also fairly confident he's not near it. So because he got 8 photos done.
Yeah, if you're approaching 1 per hour, then we might talk.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Tella just had some tea. No webcam. What type of tea? Green tea. I hear tea people like that sort of thing.
I like
jasmine.
I got some turmeric ginger tea that has licorice root as the sweetener.
Nice.
And it works. Like,
it doesn't have the licorice taste.
Well, I like the licorice taste, but it plays with the turmeric really well.
Okay. My roommate has a lot of the ginger turmeric tea. I don't know what it's sweetened with, but tea people do tea people things.
I like the Tazo because it's just ginger and yeah.
I think that's what she has. I don't know. I'd have to go look at the tea shelf. So Sarah says, ooh, lovely on the tea. Cora got 7 more minutes edited and then got distracted by an article. I think they did their graphs wrong. Oof.
That does happen. Especially if they used AI to do their graphs. No.
Yeah. So Tella says heart and then teethily and then toothily. Unclear. Delish.
Delish.
Oh my goodness. Is it time for a quick stretch break?
It's always time for a quick stretch break.
Son of a gun.
Oh.
I dream of the day I roll my shoulders and the right one doesn't click.
Mm-hmm.
But since it's been doing that over a decade, I don't think that day will come.
Someday that day will come, but it will not be today.
I don't know that it will ever come. If it's been doing this since I was much younger than I am now. What? House, no. I was getting warm and I looked at my phone and it said my house had turned itself to economy.
What a strange thing for a house to do in the summer.
when I'm actively home.
Yeah.
At a time I am normally home.
I was going to say, bad house. No, spank.
I was like, why am I getting toasty? So my general rule is if I'm hot, everybody's hot. If I'm cold, maybe grab a sweater. Because I get hot at 74, 75.
Oh, see, I don't get hot until like 88.
I have a 3-degree window, so,
88 is very, yeah, that's about where I start to break a sweat.
Yeah. Morgan is a hothouse plant with a very narrow temperature range. She has to be properly cared for, or she will
true.
wilt.
It's true. I'm reminded the time I played Magic the Gathering with my half brother, and he had a rack and a cursed rack, and one of them you can't have more than 6 cards in your hand, and one you can't have fewer than 6 cards, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I've never been great at cold, and then I got on thyroid meds, and now I can't handle heat. So,
yeah.
So, popping into the comments, Cora says, I looked closer and the article is completely wrong. They didn't include inflation, and therefore I believe it nullifies the entire article. So frustrating. Amanda says, I got my edits done. It took another pass over the whole thing. I changed the line, which gave me my title, and I think it's done. Yay!
Oh.
It's awesome.
I don't know why these cats are my person.
You don't know why the cats are your person?
Are on.
You don't know why the cats all want attention from you right
ravens,
now.
like stalking me.
Are you sitting on the floor?
Yes.
You're accessible. That is why.
This is new. I sit on the floor all the time.
Okay.
My roommate was out of town all week to dog sit her mom's puppy. And Catechus was so clingy. I don't know if it was because he was afraid I was going to leave too, or he just didn't have to split his time between keeping an eye on her and keeping an eye on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Sarah says, I prefer it to be below 68 degrees. I'm okay with 68 degrees if I'm doing dishes and chores and stuff like that, or if I'm under the covers in bed. But if I am sitting at my computer where my biggest movement is click, click, wiggle, 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 then then I need it to be a little warmer because I am not actually generating any body heat.
Especially while wearing something sleeveless.
I do wear a lot of sleeveless stuff. I prefer sleeveless typically, and like I'll put on sweaters and hoodies and whatever, but I don't know. I find them comfortable.
But it looks good on you, but it's still the matter of you have less insulation, so you're going to lose more heat. So you need better temperature control.
My feet are my heat sinks. So like if I put on socks, I'm going to warm up real fast.
Okay.
So. Moon says congrats to Amanda who just finished. Yay. And Tella says, I can't decide if I want music on while I study and or write. Sometimes it'd be nice if it fits the mood, but other times it's distracting.
I don't
Depends on
do
your playlist.
I don't do songs with words in them if I am writing body
Cat.
copy.
No.
Yeah.
I'm slightly different. I can do things with words if it's like something I'm familiar with, but not if it has a plot. If it's telling a story, like if it's from a musical or if it's just, I don't know. Do you love pina coladas? Because that has that whole like, story within the song, or A Boy Called Sue. Like, as long as it doesn't have a plot, I can do it while writing, but I cannot edit to anything with words.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the one to ask, because I will write while watching TV shows. It's like, as long as it's a rerun that I've seen before, I have no problem compartmentalizing the part of my brain that is watching the show from the part that is actively writing. And I actually tend to do better writing under those conditions, but I've kind of deliberately trained myself to write under distracting conditions. So.
Sure. I can write a lot more places than I can edit.
Mm-hmm.
I need a lot longer stretch to edit, and I need more focus, and yeah, I'm juggling more things when I edit than when I write. I can write on my phone while driving. Not while driving, while being a passenger. That's right. On voice to text.
Lol.
So, popping into the comments, Cora says, while writing naughty romance novels, Pony by Genuine works for those scenes. And Moon's like, oh, classic. So Cora's like, I had to find that out on my own. Moon, you weren't there for Cora. You should provide us with the Naughty Time romance music list.
Yes.
Which is a hilarious name for a playlist.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the timer went off. We have 24 minutes left. Do we want to do a 20-minute sprint?
We can do that.
I guess.
Or we can chat. Would you rather chat, Sako?
I would.
Okay, sure. We can do that.
We can chat.
So Amanda finished rewriting. Ding. Andy worked on Lightroom. Ding. Sear took a vacation. Ding. Sarah closed out her editing after getting some progress done. Ding. Cora definitely got 13, 14 minutes of editing done?
Yeah.
Ding. Doc prepped how many chapters for audio narration?
At least 2.
Nice. Ding. And Moon asks, and how am I the expert and the naughty stuff? Lol. Just the playlist, man. Just the playlist. I made progress on editing my space fantasy. I got 300 words written, which, fair enough. I guess we're only having 2 sprints today because we're chatty mofos. Technical term.
Sometimes it happens. Hey, it's lazy summer, so.
It is summer. So Sako worked on the Substack. I don't know if Moon prepped podcasts or not. Amanda said, do you really question that, Moon? And I forgot to add Tella. Is Tella an okay nickname? Or should I be calling you Turgath or something else? Let me know. Great. So, boop, boop, all the way to the top. And so, Tella got 100 words. Yay! Okay, good, Tella. I was correct. And Moon got his notes for the shows. Awesome. Excellent. Excellent prep work. Everybody, give yourself a nice pat on the back. Okay. Excellent. Well done. So, Sako, you said you have a billion things coming up this week.
I do.
What do you?
I get results on the medical procedure I had last week, and hopefully that'll be Wednesday,
Okay.
which is the long range, because they told me 7 to 10 days for
Sure.
the
Sure.
results, right?
So any minute now.
So any minute now. And so I scheduled the
Follow-up.
follow-up with my GP on Wednesday.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Tuesday I have a wax appointment, and I have a bunch of podcasty things, and yeah, it's a lot of podcasty things.
Okay. That makes sense.
Medical things and podcasty things.
Sure. Sure. That makes sense. Doc?
For coming up this week, I've got day job, and
A job.
next Friday I'm working extra hours so I can take the day off because I've got to have my physical to say that I am healthy enough to have surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got PT in the morning, so it's like I've got a bunch of pre-surgical stuff I also have to work in there.
Yeah.
And of course, there's always the possibility that we will have the other kitten get operated on and have to figure out, okay, when are we going to be able to go and pick him up and bring him home? But
Right. Yeah.
that could be this week, or it could take a couple weeks because he's got to get his weight up a little bit.
Sure. I got this guy from my county animal shelter, and they wouldn't let me take him home until he was fixed. So the week after we adopted him, they dropped him off at the vet's and we picked him up. So he was drugged out of his mind for his introduction to my house and missing parts. But at least he didn't associate me with him missing parts. I rescued him from that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the feeling somebody is trying to be a little demanding right now. So next week I have my blood donation on Wednesday, and like while I was donating blood last time, they're like, "Let's go ahead and set you up for your next appointment." I'm like, "Okay," and then I get the notice, and they're like, "Yeah, so it's in Woodbridge," and I'm like, "Not the place I was at. That's 5 minutes down the road. That is a blood cross center. What?" So I looked and I'm like, okay, reschedule. Can I do the same day? Yes, at the same place I was at. Did they hit the wrong location? I don't even know what happened. They had the exact same time slot available at the place in Manassas, which is where I live, and not Woodbridge, which is much closer to where Sako is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had my doctor do something like that. I had a regular appointment with my doctor, and for some reason, instead of being at the office, which is close to my house where I always see her,
Mm-hmm.
they had moved her to a different office, and they changed her schedule. So they moved her to a different office on that day of the week, and they had moved all the appointments to that other office, and they hadn't notified me. They might have notified other patients, but they didn't notify me. And it's like, it's so incredibly rude.
This is some serious side eye here.
Yeah, that's definitely earned some serious side eye because it was ridiculous. I ended up driving all day and hit both of the other two offices before I could get stuff done because they were, oh, you need to get labs done. You have to go to this office, but you got to go to this third office to actually meet with the doctor, which they rescheduled me for the same day. But it's like, why am I driving all over the place?
That's so frustrating. So frustrating. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like why would they make me an appointment at a different place when they had an appointment available there at the same time?
Yeah.
I mean, I do know that I'm not allowed to donate blood having only eaten oatmeal before going. I need a full meal because apparently they don't like it when they pull the needle out and then you decide to take a quick nap because you're kind of tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like right after they took the needle out.
Oh.
I totally didn't pass out. I just took a nap because I was feeling a little off and I was comfy and I was just gonna lay back a little. They did not like it.
It definitely helps when you like stay more upright and like can navigate from where they take the blood to the table with the juice and the cookies. So
they brought me the juice and the cookies, and then some more cookies and some more juice.
Well, you had an emergency nap, so they would bring the stuff to you then.
Yeah. So I would like to avoid any emergency naps this time. I would like a smooth donation at this center because the first time I donated, the person couldn't get the vein right. Took 3 tries and it closed before it finished.
So
this
last
time,
Friday,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
I was
Last
gonna
Friday, I had to get labs done, and they had to take it from my hand, and you can see the bruise here.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a shadow. Oof.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And obviously the second time, like the blood came out at a good pace, much faster than the previous time, but then I was done when it was done. So what you gonna do? So other than that, I mean, my next week I got more PT. Work is being a little calmer, but like last week everybody was on vacation, so I still haven't gotten feedback on 3 things. I'm like twiddling my thumbs. So
yeah, me too.
But my manager is working through some coding exercises with me to get me up to speed, which is always reassuring when you need that sort of assistance. So, but I'm working on documentation, so it's not really a So,
okay.
Life is life. Oh, my plants from last week. Did I tell y'all I planted a bunch of stuff last weekend?
No.
I went to the garden center and I picked up a bunch of plants to replace things that have died since I moved in, like, 8-9 years ago?
Okay, that makes sense.
And most of them are doing well, but the hydrania in front of my window is not. Yeah. So I did, I don't know. I threw money at the problem to get the plants planted.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, people mowing my lawn, can you put the plants in the pots, like in the dirt right under where I put the pots? And they're like, yes. I'm like, excellent, thank you. Because as we said, I struggle with temperatures over 74 and it has been in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I have done all my gardening this week after 8 p.m., mostly after 8:30. I was watering plants at 10:30 last night.
Oh.
But mostly I've been doing it at dusk and not like after dark.
Yeah.
But
I have problems with like temperatures 76 and above, but I've been getting more tolerant lately. I think part of it is losing weight.
I hear that can help with high temperatures. I hear losing weight can make it easier to get cold.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what happens come winter.
Pretty much.
So Tella's going AFK. See you in a minute. So I'm slowly trying to turn my house into a completely cottagecore vibe. So I got like an ivy. I think you can see it like right.
Yeah,
there.
I can see.
Yeah.
And I've got one. Oh, you can't really see it. It's in the window over there, and it's got a vine coming up over the bookcase.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to cottagecore my whole house. So the cable got pulled. Okay.
So you're gonna string cords around and have the vines crawl along them.
I put one little nail in the windowsill to help it stay up. So I'm getting there. Trying to. I mean, and I already have like little mushrooms.
Yep.
And all my succulent pillows, like The cottage core level of this house is like leveling up slowly. So, although I did murder an African violet 3 weeks ago, I didn't mean to. It's been kicking for like 5 years, right? It's got one of those ceramic pots where you put water in the outer pot and it just soaks in. So you only have to water it on occasion. But I was taking off the dead leaves and I pinched, and I guess I didn't pinch all the way through the leaf. And when I pulled, the entire plant came off the root structure.
Oops.
So I tried to put it in water to like reroot it, but like African violet leaves, for those who don't know, are very soft and petable, and you're not supposed to do that because they bruise like that. And so the weight of the plant itself on the edge of the glass was not good.
Oh.
Okay.
But like it wasn't going to float on the water, so it needed to like, yeah. So anyway, I got a replacement one when I was buying all the plants.
Did you still have the original root system in the dirt?
I hear that it's better to get roots off a single leaf than it is to go with the dead root structure.
Okay.
I don't know.
It kind of becomes a question. It was like, okay, is the root structure still alive?
Yeah.
That join that was weak, or was it in the process of dying from the roots up?
Yeah. It was like $10 to replace, and I was already at the store. So I was like, forget this nursing it back to health. I have inherited my mother's mediocre thumb. It's not green. It's kind of like a brownish green. It's not black, but like it's not great. I do best with things that you have to pay attention to for like 2 weeks, and then like once they're established, you occasionally remember them.
Yeah,
low maintenance is my jam.
Low maintenance is my jam. Yeah.
So, Amanda said she took her 3 kittens to the vet today for shots, and the smallest is sore and grumpy.
Grumpy.
So.
Not
we have
grumpy.
a new right, grumpy. Ivan Castor, hello and welcome. We were doing some productivity sprints, but we only had 20 minutes left, so we're just chatting about our writing and how our week was. But hello and welcome. I had 300 words written. Sako worked on their Substack newsletter, and Doc was working on his audio narration prep work. So we're here every week from 4:30 to 6:30 Eastern, doing 26-minute sprints because Morgan is easily amused and editing takes longer chunks.
Yeah.
So Tella is back. Hello. And Moon says that his wife is known as the Green Reaper. I think I've shared the sad story about my fern named Fern Ando, who was overwatered. It was a great name, and I'm so sad. He did not make it. I watered him too much, and it was not great. But yeah, things I have learned this week. African violets require very special soil because it needs to be lighter than regular dirt. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And hydrangeas are very prone to transplant shock and do not like direct afternoon sun on them while they're recovering because it is withering.
Yeah.
And it likes a long, slow trickle. So I might get like one of those slow water trickle things. Stakes. Yeah. So things I am learning. But the kitchen garden is looking okay, and the creeping roses are fine, and the azaleas are fine. I did plant 3 new hostas next to the big bushy hosta that was already there because there was like some blank space where the old hostas used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And a deer ate one of them. Just one, not the one that was already established, not either of the other ones, just the one right near the edge.
Yeah.
It's like
young and succulent and fresh, right?
Clearly. And I learned I had a rose of Sharon in my garden. Who knew? Because I recognized the trumpety, like purple flowers. I'm like, is this a weed? And I finally downloaded the Seek app where like you aim it at plants, and it says it's a dicot if it can't figure anything else out.
Mm-hmm.
It is a plant.
It is a plant.
Behold, we have found a plant.
Yeah, so trying to identify plants using that app after 9 p.m. in Virginia is kind of a no-go unless you have better lighting than I did.
Yeah.
But my I have a butterfly garden in the corner of my backyard that was totally overgrown, and I got it cut back and I covered it with landscaping fabric.
Okay.
So that it would die off, because it's supposed to be a butterfly garden, and it was 98% 4 foot tall. I think it was called, according to Seek, it was hemp dogbane, which is like kind of invasive.
Yeah.
It's a totally different strain than the other type of hemp.
Yeah.
And is semi-toxic. So
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, not really what I wanted in the garden. Although I have read that I will probably need to poison it because the roots stay even if you kill the top. And to not till it under, because that'll just break up the root, and then it has multiple spots to go boom, 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 boom.
Oh, lovely.
So if you follow me on Instagram, I take pictures of my garden with the hashtag not a gardener a lot. Hey, ow!
Kitties?
Somebody pawed my hip.
I see a tail.
Yeah, that's one thing that we're having to get used to with the new cat. He seems to be cut from a similar mold of Catechus in that
Play aggression.
He is very playful, and after a very short while, it will turn into, I have teeth, I will use them. No.
Yeah.
I did recently get some new laser pointers for my kitty. But we're trying to teach. I'm currently on the we don't stand behind mama's head and like bat at her hair.
Yeah.
Like playing behind mama's head is not a good game.
No.
It is not my favorite. So we're pulling out the spray bottle again. At least my cat respects the spray bottle to the face.
He is much more in the I will nom on your hand phase. But so far he has not drawn blood. So.
Okay, that's good. Like with all of Catechus's faults, A, Snugglebug, B, no issues trimming his nails. I sit down on the floor, plop him between my knees, and go boop 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 boop, and then he gets fidgety. I'm like, no, one more paw, boop boop boop. For some reason, his patience is 3 paws long. But then he gets treats, so just the greenies, little hard ones, not anything gushier. Anyway, we are almost at time. Do we want to tell people who we are, where they can find us, and peace out?
Oh, sure. Hi, folks. I'm Sako Tumi. I write horror under the name Voit. I have published 5 times over, 6 times over. I don't know. Half of them self-published, half of them traditionally published in a way.
Ow!
Small press. You can find my Amazon page if you look up Voit. You can find my art under Sako, and I have carefully curated that Google fill out. You'll find my Substack, which I was working on today. So if you find Sako Tumi.
Yay.
So please to be writing me a note, because I would love to hear from you.
Okay. And I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure. And if you're interested in finding out more about me and my writing, just go to your favorite search engine and search for Doc Coleman Steampunk. And that will help you find my website at doccoleman.com, which I need to refresh sometime soon. It'll also help you find my Amazon author page, where you can see samples of just about everything that I've got in print. And that's kind of it.
Okay. I wanted to give a shout out to Tella for the follow and also Def Leon, who followed, I think, last week. So thank you both. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood. I am a blogger, vlogger, and podcaster writing tips and writerly musings, especially when I elbow my sound editor, i.e., my brother in law, to upload the file I sent him for the podcast. You can find writing tips and writerly musings wherever you get your podcasts or at morganhazelwood.fireside.fm. You can find me everywhere online as Morgan Hazelwood, except Twitter. My website is morganhazelwood.com, where I have 10 years worth of weekly writing tips from the pros from writer conventions and panels and stuff on writing, as well as my own writerly musings. And I've got a Redbubble shop with like writer swag and all kinds of stuff. You can find it off my website. So thank you all for coming. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you got everything done you wanted to and enjoyed some snacks and enjoyed some company. And we will see you